Hey guys, it's the Captain here. I'm at NAMM 2018 with the audio genius that's Mr. Dave Friedman.
Hello.
And you guys know the incredible pedals that... When did you start doing pedals? Last year or the year before?
Last year, early last year.
Early last year. And the BEOD, phenomenal selling and sounding overdrive pedal, Dirty Shirley, Buxom Boost. Got some new ones.
We got a new one, DPOD, so dual push button overdrive. It's basically like two BEODs in a box. It has the one channel, the blue channel here is lower gain though. And also they now have mid-range knobs for mid-range boost, essentially. If you have those off, it's just like the original BEOD. As you boost them up, it adds mid-range to the signal. Has, other than that, the same controls, so you can channel switch between the two channels or bypass. So right now, we're on one setup a little lower in gain for crunch sound. And then you can switch to, like, say, a high gain lead kind of thing. Crunchy rhythm. Heavier lead. Channel switch. It's like a full-fledged little, two channels in a box kind of thing.
And which is that? Do you say it's the red channel that is essentially identical to a BEOD?
Well, they're both essentially identical, but we lowered the gain on this channel of the overall box. They also have internal gain trims just like the original BEOD for each channel, so you can kind of even dial it in a little further for your taste.
And the tight switch is now a switch rather than a control?
It's a switch rather than a control. We have limited space, so we could, we didn't want to make it too big of a pedal, so we added that. And these are actually presence knobs, just like we have on that, but they're just real tiny little pot things.
Well, let me have a little twiddle whilst Pete's playing. So, got some competition in the background. Just for reference, this is the clean tone of the amp. So it's monster. All of that gain is coming from the pedal. That's monster. Woo! And my guitar playing friend here is Danish Pete. So we were thinking that DP would be Danish Pete.
It could be Danish Pete. It could be a lot of different things. Officially, it would be dual push button.
I did think, given the history of how you name your products, I was wondering.
Like I said, officially it's dual push button.
We'll keep with that. Right, can we jump over to the golden pearl?
Golden pearl.
Right.
That means nothing either.
No, absolutely not. Okay, still with Dave here. The other new pedal of the show is the similarly dangerously named Golden Pearl. What can you tell us about that?
Golden Pearl is a low gain overdrive pedal. So it's designed primarily to add, well, if you're on a clean amp, it's going to add just a tiny bit of grit to it. If you're on a dirty amp, it's going to push the amp more, give you more grit to it. So right now we have a dirty amp that's set up, and we can just hear that sound for a minute. Just a little bit of crunch. Right? And then we hit it on.
It's not doing like the Tube Screamer thing where it takes the bass end away, is it? No, it's almost adding it.
It keeps a fullness to everything. It basically gives you more of your same tone, sort of.
And what are the different voices?
The voice switches, different clipping modes. So this is a different style of clipping in the down position. Different kind of clipping, and then in the middle is no clipping at all. It'll get louder there.
That's just a straight
boost, but you still have a gain and a tone and stuff like that. And there's a high frequency contour switch, probably hard to hear here, but it kind of tailors the top end a little bit. So you can There's a little sizzle off the top. It's actually more apparent when you're in the overdrive. So it just sweetens it up a little bit if you want it. It's really good. I've had this circuit a long time. I just put it now out as Friedman. I have a lot of pros that have it and use it also. And they really use it just to hit their front end of their amp a little more juice, a little more oomph. But it is great also in a clean amp to get just a little bit of grit on your clean sound.
It works great with the run. We're just using that's one of the best distorted amp sounds that I've ever heard out of an amp. But oh, that's cool, man. So, got any other goodies to show me?
Unfortunately, there's a sticker on the bottom of this one, but hey, this is a Friedman No More Tears wah, the Gold 72 model. So has a very thick aluminum plate, so none of that thin little crappy bottom when you stick it on a pedal board and it gets all out of shape after a while. Has a 3-position sweep switch on the inside here, so it'll change essentially the back frequency that it starts with. It gets wider and more exaggerated. Middle mode is more like a vintage Crybaby. True bypass with an LED, and it has the same pedal board buffer that we use in our buffer bay in the wah. It has a bypass switch if you choose not to use it. Internally, it's a little slider switch. You can take it in and out, and we have one right here if you want to.
Ooh!
On it. A very vocal sort of sounding wah. And then we can show the sweep switch. A little wider. Yeah, lower Q in the back. And then one more. And if it's really a more distorted sound, it's really exaggerated. There you have it.
It sounds great, man. And the buffer in there, is that to try and avoid some of those common problems that you get on the Dunlop Crybaby?
I thought I'd put it in there as an added feature. I mean, if you have a pedal board and you don't have a buffer, if you buy that wah, you have a buffer now if you choose to use it. You can bypass it if you already have one on your board you can bypass it internally. Then it's totally true bypass then.
Well, thank you very much for showing us around, man. Any more goodies, or are we done?
Yeah,
there's more goodies. Stay with us. Okay, so before we leave you and leave Dave to get on with more important things, a couple of new wedge monitors.
Yeah, we have a new smaller wedge monitor. It's a 10-inch speaker in the wedge, actually. It sounds really good. Same amount of power as the larger monitor that we've had out for a while. Just kind of people asked for a more compact version of it, so we gave it to them.
And this is aimed at the guys using amp modelers, Kempers, fractals, all that kind of stuff.
Yes, correct.
Remind me again, what's the power of these?
It's 500 watts, actually. Maximum.
And
that a little less than actually.
Is that using like a dual concentric speaker design or a separate speaker and high frequency driver?
Separate speaker and high frequency driver in this one.
So full range. Anyway, they'll be available soon. This looks exciting. They look cool.
So,
and you have some history on pickups, don't you?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, I love pickups. They're fun. They're fun to make and they're fun to work with and find great sounds on. So when I developed the pickups for the guitars that we have, we always had plans to offer them as aftermarket pickups. Well, here they are. Here's our aftermarket pickups. So we have, the two different humbuckers that we use in our guitars, the Classic and the Classic Plus. We have the 90 pickups that we use, neck and bridge. And then we also have some Alnico 3 single coil pickups now, wound with heavy form bar wire.
Are those two P90s the same, just one with a cover, one without?
Correct.
Right, okay.
The same. The pickups are coming, when you order a set of single coils now, It comes both with black and the white covers in the box. So depending on what guitar you have, they just come with both.
And it's another collaboration between you and Grover.
Exactly, another collaboration with.
Where is the dear old Grover?
He was around here. Ah, there he is.
Well, we shall say hello as well. I'll just say, saying hello. Nice to see you again. That, ladies and gents, is the man responsible for many amazing guitars over the years. Anyway, look.
And we have more guitars around the corner.
Oh, let's do that. Keep going. Go this way then.
New guitars, set neck. Our new Friedman set neck guitar, available in 2 different body woods. One is mahogany with a maple cap, or alder with a maple cap. Always, both of them would have a mahogany neck. We found that this alder maple cap mahogany neck sounds amazing. So that's our standard body wood, but it is available in all mahogany. Comes in distressed or non-distressed looks. Same Friedman pickups, raw nickel covers on them. Bound necks or non-bound necks. Same thing with the bodies. Like here's one with just a maple edge on it instead of the bound edge. And it's our take on the set neck.
You have quite a knack for designing headstocks that look like not shit, which is very diffi I think, on new guitar.
It's impossible. It's impossible. It's really hard to do, and I guess we got lucky.
No, well, definitely. And I'm loving the fact you've got a more traditional S-type guitar.
And we have the vintage S guitar now, which well, let's get a cooler looking one. This one's a worn through sunburst, white worn through to sunburst. Available in Pau Ferro or rosewood or maple necks. Aged, available non-aged also. The Alnico 3 single coils we do, the humbuckers that we do standard.
Are these the same kind of money as the vintage T?
A little bit more because of the tremolo.
Yeah.
So I think $27.99, I think, but don't quote me. It could be $28.99.
So it's like,
and depending on the model and what you get, you could option it out a little bit more too.
well, they look cool. I think we might try and grab one of these and just get Pete to plug it in.
I think you like that one, don't you?
Anyway, we won't keep you. Look, it's been a pleasure.
All right.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck. Take it easy.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Cheers, Dave.